So I'm just going to go over the main points from last night's episode of Married at First Sight. They were celebrating the couple's 1 month anniversary of being married. And let's start off with Chris and Paige. So we all know Chris wasn't attracted to Paige from the jump. And then he said he didn't want to be with Paige and then sprung on Paige that his baby mom was pregnant. And then he says he wants to work on a friendship with Paige out of nowhere and see where things go. I kind of low-key feel like the show is pushing him to do this for, like, ratings. But I don't know. Or maybe he's just trying to seem like the good guy since he's looked like quite the a-hole this whole season. So, I think Chris is just a super narcissist. And he's very good at turning things around to make it feel like your fault. Like, he's like the king of gaslighting. And so Chris invited Paige to come play basketball with him. And low-key, I think he just wanted to show off his basketball skills. And they started talking and getting to know each other more. And Paige said, we're putting in effort of showing up every day, actually building a connection. But as far as the next phase of it and really digging deeper, I feel like we're having a hard time doing that. We haven't even been consistent in communicating. Paige expressed that to Chris. And Chris immediately started playing the victim and turned around on Paige and says he keeps trying to get a hold of Paige and Paige isn't answering his calls. He says, I've been giving you everything you could want. I've been trying. What are you talking about? What exactly do you want from me? Tell me exactly what you want from me. And Paige told Chris that she just wanted consistency. She wants him to be consistent with his communication. And then automatically Chris starts taking the victim stance and saying, I've been trying. It's all your fault. And Paige said, well, the time you called me the other day, I was with my mom and I have a job and I can't always drop everything. I'm coming to hang out with you right then and there. And maybe you could give me more ahead of time notice and I can make sure our schedules mesh up, blah, blah, blah. And Chris just kept saying he was the victim and he was the one being consistent and trying and Paige wasn't. And so then he went off on Paige and said, you only want to talk to me when the camera's around. When the cameras aren't around, you have nothing to do with me. And he's like, the cameras aren't going to be around forever. At the end of this show, when they're done filming, they're not going to be around. So you're just not going to talk to me when the cameras aren't around? Because that's the only time you seem to talk to me. And Paige got really, really upset with this. And, you know, we don't know the full story. Maybe Chris is calling her at like 2 or 3 in the morning just like for a booty call or something. Or maybe he's calling her when she's already in bed, you know, because she does work full-time as an accountant. Maybe he's calling her late and she's already in bed. But, you know, I do agree with Paige, you know. There needs to be consistent communication and they should be planning things out. It shouldn't always be like at the drop of the dime, you have to do it right now because I said so, you know. They're both adults and they both work full-time and very busy people. I just really can't stand Chris and he's a monster in my eyes because how he's done Paige in this season. And Paige needs a redo for getting hooked up with this dude. And other people are saying about Married at First Sight, mainly about Chris. One person said, Clara, I like you and I love you and Ryan's relationship and have a very good relationship. I understand you want that physical intimacy, but just enjoy the ride. It could have been worse. You could have gotten Chris. Your emotional connection is there. Just ride the wave. And someone else said, good lordy, a month feels like an eternity. And do us a favor, please, and get the little boy child Chris off the show and send Paige to therapy. And I agree with that. And someone else said, I have high hopes for Paige. She's intelligent, beautiful young lady. She needs to get far, far away from the drama that is Chris. As Whoopi said, you are in danger. Girl, run. And I agree. Paige needs to stop. And I'm pretty sure this looks like this is going to be the end of them. I'm really hoping so. I really hope Paige doesn't give him another chance. People have gave Paige and Chris, especially Chris, but people even said, how can you be that dumb to keep giving him chance after chance? He's a narcissist. And Chris just feels like he was my match for a reason. And, you know, she says, it's my job as a wife to be supportive and be there for my husband. So I feel like she's one of those people that's like ride or die, even though she just needs to move on because this guy is not going to change. I honestly feel like he only went on the show to make his business try to get more business leads, because that does happen with a lot of people who own their own businesses and they get on reality TV. A lot of their sales, they say, shoot through the roof. And, I also found out today, when people go on Married at First Sight, they don't get paid. They only make $150 on their wedding day. And I mean, besides that, they pay for the wedding and they will pay for the divorce. They decide to get divorced, and they pay for all the counseling and all the other resources they give them. But besides that, they only make $150 on their wedding day, and that's it. I decided I'm going to cover the other couples in a separate video. So that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.